girl, y'all know we got to get into our around about news, okay? Around about news, regardless of where it's happening, okay? Now, this right here. Austin security guard speaks out after being attacked on the job. Let's find out why the hell the man was attacked. Because they also had said that man had quit too. I wonder if it's gonna be in this news story. If not, we're gonna find it. We're gonna find it. Okay. So they're saying a security guard is speaking out after he was attacked on the job in East Austin by two young men he believes were trying to steal his car. Now around 9:30 p.m. on this past Monday. Okay, this Monday, they're saying that Percy Payne, girl, that's a name, ain't it? Percy Payne was working his shift at an office building. Now, they said when he spotted on surveillance video two males who he believed to be the age of 17 and 20, between those two ages, all right? They said that they was going inside the private underground garage. The door was apparently stuck open. He said he witnessed two young Hispanic males on two electric scooters. He went downstairs to check it out, and he says he saw the teens messing with his car. Okay. One individual was at his driver's door with his back to him. The other one was on the other side, on the passenger side, being the lookout guy. Now, the suspects saw him and they ran off. Payne chased after them and says he tried to detain them until somebody could call the police. Then things ended up getting physical. Now, a young individual tried to run him over with his scooter multiple times, and that's when the assault started. All right. Now, they said Payne says he noticed a screwdriver in one of his pockets. He said he heard the individual say, "Hold him," and that's when he went for the screwdriver to stab me. I let them go and immediately went to get my work phone to call 911. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like that's what you should have did the first time, right? But I understand in the heat of rage, you want to run after them and stuff like that, and apprehend somebody, and I do understand that. But I just feel like people be crazy. Ain't no telling what they really had on them. You saw them running away. They could have turned around and pop you, But I do think sometimes when we're in those moments, we may not be thinking. Okay, he energy was high. He probably wasn't. He probably was just thinking about grabbing somebody, like, you touching my shit, I'm on your ass, right? Ooh, I'm just glad that it was a screwdriver and not a gun. Hello? Now, they said Payne told the dispatcher he wasn't hurt badly enough to require EMS, but needed an officer to respond because of what happened to him, because he was assaulted, right? And his vehicle was about to be broken into, okay? So he says, even though I told her I had been assaulted, she told me we will not be sending police officers out there because they did not steal your car. And that's when I hung up. Well, but you need to send an officer out here so that I can file a report at the bare minimum. Excuse me, ma'am? Excuse me? We not sending over. We want to be. What? Girl, 911 has been tripping lately. Girl, there have been times I've called 911 for a family member that needed some assistance because they hurt themselves, and these motherfuckers didn't even answer the phone. Hello? 911 has been tripping. Oh my God. He said he got a different operator. I told her the situation. She apologized. About an hour later, an officer did arrive. Now see, I would have got her motherfucking name. But they could pull all that information up in the system. Because that person needs to be let go. So we ain't sending no officer out there because the car ain't get stolen. Ma'am, are you in on like this, ma'am? Okay. Are you in on this? What's going on? The officer told me that that call should have been an emergency case. Miss Ma'am gonna have to get released from her duties. Now, about an hour later, an officer did arrive who Payne says was very helpful. The attack is now being investigated as an aggravated assault. But you over there talking about they ain't steal the car, so we not finna send the cops out there. But the officer came and said that it was an emergency case. These folks here, honey, this is just crazy. They said it sounds like it was handled correctly and within policy. When they listened to both 911 calls, it was handled correctly and within policy. The only way I would agree or believe that is if maybe he didn't give all the details the first time or something. But still, a report should be made even if they didn't take the car. You have burglars out here. Are you okay, ma'am? Because if they didn't steal that car, it seems like they would have been on their way to steal the next car. Okay? Period. Um, oh, Deshita, I didn't even know it dropped. It dropped today. I haven't heard it. I haven't gotten a chance to listen to it or heard it. But I feel like I'm steering away from that conversation as a whole. So we shall see. We'll see how I'm feeling next week or something like that. With yeah. So what else we got going on during okay. Now, during the time that he was doing this interview, they're saying his supervisor, okay, walked up and asked him to stop speaking with the people while on the job, stating that there was a policy against doing interviews while in uniform. I would have took that damn uniform off right there, if that's how you really feel. I would just unbutton that bitch and say, here you go. Now let me finish doing this damn interview. Then she probably would have said, well, you're on the clock. So, oh, you can't do this interview while you're on the clock. I feel like that man should be able to speak about what happened to him and air out the 911 lady. But I also understand the company having their policies and why you shouldn't be out here, filming in your uniform. Because, I mean, that's not an uncommon thing, especially when it comes to people in the medical field. You know, they be having to turn their badges and stuff around. Nobody wants to be linked to all of that or whatever. But, girl, I guess, honey.
Stolen white Kia Soul.
Hold on, I think that's the wrong one. Let me see. Is this it? I think this is it. Sorry, y'all. We'll get into this one whenever it plays after this advertisement. But it also kind of shows the insensitivity of the workplace to not really care. Y'all more so worried about him not filming in uniform. But it's like, one, we couldn't really see the company he worked for. But then, two, even if he say y'all name, like, you're still done for. So just let the man finish the interview. But let's keep going.
Guard Percy Payne was not.
Oh, but let me say this too. If it would have been a heroic moment to where that security guard saw somebody trying to be kidnapped or whatever like that, or something happened at the building and he would have rescued somebody and been a hero, then y'all would want y'all company name all up and through there. All up and through there. But now he's just talking about what happened to him in his vehicle. He got to take the uniform off. Okay.
How security guard Percy Payne expected
Or stop
his shift
filming,
to go Monday night at this.
That makes no damn sense in my personal, because y'all could have came out and caught those guys from breaking into somebody else's car that was down the street. But let me say this. What it sounds like is that y'all limited on staff. It sounds like y'all don't have enough officers to handle all things. So y'all have to sit there and evaluate case by case circumstances on whether a officer is truly needed for a situation or not. Okay, that's what it sounds like to me. Shout out to the people in the chat. If we could get to 100 likes, that'd be great. So definitely make sure that you're coming in, watching the video. We appreciate you being here, but definitely go ahead and tap that like button for me. But yeah, those are my thoughts on it. You don't want him doing the interview on the job, but he was assaulted and his car was about to be broken in while on the job. This happened on the job. Girl, after them. I will say that. I said that in the very beginning. But to say every bit of it is his fault, for me, and I might be reading into this a little too much, she already has some issues with him. She already don't like him. To sit up there and just be like, everything is your fault. Whatever calls she may be getting about the situation, anybody in her superior going off on her or whatever, she blaming everything on you. She already don't like you for whatever she got going on. I would have gave her ass that uniform back too. Like, BIT, I really don't need this. Good luck.
Basically told me it was my fault that I got assaulted. That let me know all I needed to know.
Now, tonight, Payne tells me he does not.
When, in all honesty, now that I think about it, the more I think about it, that is his job, though. So if he's securing the premises and another worker's car, if there was a CEO or any executive that worked in that building whose vehicle was being left there, honestly, that would be his job. He may not have to run after them, but that would be his job, which is to protect that property, right? And if the CEO or the executive wanted to commend him and all of that, and he got on camera, y'all would want y'all uniform seen, just so y'all can let other office buildings like this know, like, hey, we could provide security for you too. But he can't do he's doing his job. It just so happened that it happened to his vehicle. I feel like they was out of line. Now, if this boy take this stuff to an attorney, and he see that he might have a piece of a lawsuit, and he sue y'all, we shall see.
Not regret rather walking away from his job.
I thought that I got assaulted. That let me know all I needed to know.
Now, tonight, Payne tells me he does not regret rather walking away from his job. I did speak on the phone with someone from Preby Security earlier this evening who said, quote, "We are in the process of gathering details. We have been made aware of it and are looking into the situation." Now, Payne says the suspects appear to be between the ages of 17 and 20. He says he is physically doing okay, but if you have any information, you're urged to call APD. We're live in East Austin tonight. I'm John Krinjak, Fox 7 Austin News.
All right, so y'all heard that. That is wild. That is wild. So now he done left his job. He decided he finna move on. Well, at least him doing his job as a security guard led him to go outside. All right, and in the middle of his car being attempted to be snatched the hell up, he prevented that from doing so. So I guess he did protect his vehicle from being stolen. Okay, he did do that. So we'll see what's gonna happen. And obviously, the police feel as though this was an aggravated assault at the end of the day, and they might try and add another little charge, aggravated assault on a security officer. Okay, not just aggravated assault on a regular person, but on a security. They might add that in too. So we'll see what's gonna happen or not. But y'all let me know, would y'all have walked off y'all job? You know, if you had a situation like this, you're there to protect the job and all of that, and then you turn around and they make you feel like everything is your fault and the reason why all of this happened, somebody coming to break into your vehicle. Let me know if you would have quit on the spot too, or if you just would have took the uniform off and continued with the interview. Okay, but that's all we got on that one, honey. Good luck.